we are here at the Premier Inn Hub at London's King's Cross. You can see King's Cross Station there, the Google offices. This is one of the smaller, cheaper Premier Inns. So let's have a look around and see what it's like staying here. So as you come in, this is your door. Got all your regular fire safety signs and stuff like that. Oh, my peephole is broken. It's like peeling off. Okay, we'll just leave that. And then you've got your door with the lock. Oh, and so I've got an accessible room, I think. So there's also a peephole further down. So yeah, and then above the door is the air conditioning unit. And then as you come in on the side, there's also 2 hooks for jackets and stuff. And then a bottle opener, a regular plug, a hairdryer, and a little shelf just below it. So then we'll go into the main room. On the left there is a kind of cupboard wardrobe thing. There's a shelf on top, and then beneath there's some hangers. What's that, 1, 2, 5 hangers in there? Not a whole lot of room there. I've got a coat and a jacket and it's pretty much full. And then as you come round, there is the full-length mirror right there. Carrying on in, we have this window we looked out at the start. Got a road view of the railway station, King's Cross. Be interesting to see if there's any noise tonight. Can you open this window? I can't hear anything now, it's completely silent. What happens if does this open? Oh, a tiny bit does open. Alright, opens a little bit. Can you close it again? Maybe? I think I might have broken it. Alright, well, there you go. Try not to break yours. And then beneath it is this bright green chair, stool thing where you can sit down and look at the room. And your window comes with this blind, which somehow operates. Oh, okay, no, wrong way. No, okay, it's crashed into the chair, but I'll fix that later. Carrying on with the room, so over here on the far side, you have this little artwork of, I guess that's the River Thames, and then some of the areas in London. And then there's a TV mounted on the wall, which faces the double bed. This is how I found my room. This is how you get it. So it's just 2 pillows, and then your quilt down here with the TV remote. And then there's this rather battered bedside table. You do get a free bottle of water, so take me, I'm yours, free bottle of water with the room, and then a menu if you want to order food. All the controls for the room are just above the bed on this control unit. There's a set either side, and you can, oh, there you go, make the room brighter. Set the air conditioning. Is that a reading light? Okay, so that dims all the lights just to reading. And then you've got your indicators for if you want your room cleaned or not. So that is the main room. A very quick tour because it's a very small room. That's the bathroom there. So the bed backs onto the bathroom with this glass upper half. I guess to let more light through. So yeah, that is the... Oh, did we cover that? There's a plug socket over there as well, and a little shelf. I guess you can charge your phone over there. So yeah, that's the bed in the room, and there's a little bit of space here as well. So then we can check out the final part, the bathroom. So comes with this sliding door. You go in because this is an accessible room. I think this shower is slightly different. So we have this like walk-in shower with like handholds and stuff like that. It's got a rainfall shower head and a handheld shower head. Get some shower gel. And then if we come on around, there's the toilet paper, a sink with your towels and stuff next to it. And then you get some soap for the sink as well. So that's the bathroom. There's really not much more to show in this room. It's pretty small. These are the cheaper, smaller rooms. Looks like it'll be perfectly fine for just spending a night here if you're just staying for the evening and you're out in the day. So I'm gonna try out the shower and the bed, and I'll report back in the morning what it was like to sleep here. Alright then, welcome back to the next morning. So spent the night here, just been for breakfast, and so let's chat about what it's like. The room is fairly decent. The bed is quite comfortable. I slept quite well. The issue I had was the pillows aren't great. They're fairly worn out. So pillows could be better, but that may vary per your room. The bed was decent. Had a decent sleep. Apart from that, it is a bit noisy. You can hear some road noise, but not a lot. The road wasn't that busy, to be fair, after it got late, so it wasn't too bad, but you can hear the cars and stuff. The bigger issue with noise is that even with the air conditioning off, there's like a fan or something that seems to run constantly that you can hear, and you can also hear like water pipes or water tanks filling or something like that. Not sure what it was, but you could hear running water for a good few hours. So the noise, not great. The bed decent, the pillows not too decent. But yeah, just for one night or something like that, it's perfectly fine here. Went for breakfast. Breakfast is smaller than the larger Premier Inns. They don't quite have as much, but they do have, like, you know, the full English, then some croissants, some continental things, and it's also cheaper. It was only like £8 or something like that, which is better than the 13 pound it costs at a full-size Premier Inn. So that was all right. The dining area isn't massive, but it's not tiny either. Decent size. There was a bit of a queue when I left to get a seat. That was like at peak breakfast time at 8 AM on a weekday. It looks like it was mostly business people and things like that here, so everyone getting in before work. But yeah, apart from that, I think that this hotel is decent. Wouldn't want to stay here for a week, I don't think, but for a night or two, if you're just coming in to sleep, then it's not bad. Oh, the shower. So the shower wasn't great. The water pressure and the temperature from the sink is fantastic, but the water pressure and temperature in the shower was terrible. It was lukewarm at best and barely any pressure, so that wasn't great. I don't know if mine's faulty or what, because like I said, the sink works fine, but yeah, the shower experience was not great here. Acceptable, but not amazing. So with that, I'm going to wrap up this review. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.